The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Summary from 4-Minute Books. Written by Nicholas Gouquet and read by Jonathan McGinley. One-sentence summary. The Secret explains how the law of attraction governs our thinking and actions, and how you can use it to achieve whatever you desire in life. Favorite quote from the author. 99% of who you are is invisible and untouchable. You know how you sometimes get really excited about something, it hijacks all your thinking for a couple of days, and then a few months later, after you've long forgotten it again, it randomly pops back into your life? Or, have you ever set an outrageous goal, never looked at it again, and later realized you did indeed accomplish it? This once happened to famous talk show host Oprah Winfrey. She read the book called The Color Purple, and immediately recognized herself as destined to portray one of its characters in a big Hollywood movie. This manifested even more when she got a random call to audition for a secret movie, which turned out to be The Color Purple. However, as she didn't hear back for months and months, she was eventually ready to let go of the idea. Right then, she received a call from Steven Spielberg. That was in 1984. For the next 20 years, Oprah couldn't quite explain how she'd managed to turn this fantasy into reality, until Rhonda Byrne told her about The Secret. This 2006 movie and global bestseller, with almost 30 million copies sold, is by many considered the perfect blueprint for achieving your goals. Today, we'll analyze it. Here's the essence of The Secret in 3 lessons. 1. The law of attraction is one of the most prevalent principles in the world. 2. In order to use the law of attraction, you must think about what you want, not what you want to avoid. And 3. The 3 steps of the law of attraction are asking, believing, and receiving. Do you have a big, crazy vision? Here's how to prime yourself for achieving it. Lesson 1. One of the strongest rules in life is the law of attraction. While Byrne packaged the idea in a new way, which appealed to the masses, the law of attraction itself is as old as we are. Like attracts like. In German, we have a saying, as you shout into the woods, so they echo back. In essence, the law of attraction states that whatever you think and feel determines what you'll attract into your life. The concept has been written about as long as self-help books are a thing. The Alchemist, by Paulo Coelho. The Master Key System by Charles Haniel, and even the book Rhonda herself founded in, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, all described in different forms. For example, if you focus on all of the negative feedback you get as an artist, you'll likely encourage more criticism. Similarly, it's hard to imagine a person who hates money to become wealthy, and so on. What the book is often criticized for is its overemphasis on the power of the law. While there is a concept in psychology called priming that shows we intuitively act based on influences, you can't live your entire life this way. So yes, it's important to put yourself in the right state of mind to achieve your goals, but that alone won't cut it. Lesson 2. The law of attraction only works when you think positives, not negatives. Another case study of the law of attraction is Jim Carrey, who, funnily enough, discussed his experience with Oprah in 1997, also before she knew about The Secret. As an aspiring actor, Carrey would stop on his drive home every night, think about his future accomplishments, and visualize them. He took comfort in the fact that he did have these things. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. He even wrote himself a check for $10 million and post-dated it 5 years. Lo and behold, he did end up making that sum from Dumb and Dumber, just around that deadline. What's remarkable about the way Carrey did it, and Rhonda says this is a prerequisite for the law of attraction to work, is that he always envisioned the positives that would come into his life, rather than the negatives he was trying to avoid. When it comes to our internal monologue, loss aversion is a powerful driving force. We're a lot more worried about losing what we have rather than getting what we want. That's why most of us subconsciously play not to lose instead of playing to win. In part, this is why people who take more risks have less competition. Fewer people shoot for great than for average. Plus, if you're trying to convince yourself, framing something as a win sounds more convincing than fear-mongering. That's why at Better Humans, we always frame headlines in terms of positive transformation, not negative consequences from inaction. Lesson 3. To manifest your dreams, you must ask, believe, and then receive. Besides regularly thinking about your goals, visualizing them, and framing them positively, Rhonda suggests an actual 3-step process you can use to make the law of attraction work for you. 1. Ask. This is about being specific in what you want out of life. Vague questions get vague answers. Use a present tense structure and write down what you want from a perspective of gratitude. I'm grateful to have, and then insert your desire. 2. Believe. If you don't have an unwavering faith in your goal, why should others? This is about radiating confidence so that the people you meet along the way will support you. Don't be blindly optimistic, but in a go-getter spirit. And 3. Receive. Imagine how you'll feel once you accomplish your goal. What would life be like? Visualize. This will prime your actions in the right direction. Again, I'm all for planning, for being motivated and believing in yourself. However, the one big caveat to all of this is that your actions have to back up your state of mind. As Gary V says, the law of attraction only works if you do. So think positive, prep for success, and then work like a madman to get what you want.
Hey, this is Nick, the founder of 4-Minute Books, and I want to thank you so much for watching our video. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel for more. You can also visit us at 4minutebooks.com for hundreds of free book summaries, each of which will make you smarter in 4 minutes or less. Thanks again, and always keep learning.